It's playoffs, folks. Welcome to Down in the Dungeon. And we've got an exciting motherfucking game. Every goddamn game is exciting. It's the goddamn playoffs. But we got the wannabe ballers going up against the villains of cinema. Now, last I checked, the ballers were ranked number 7th in the power rankings. And then the villains of cinema were ranked number 14. But the ballers just had a brutal loss to their arch rival, division rival, video game vixens, and that's why they're playing here and not the villains, and not the vixens. But they do have the P1 position, so that's a pretty significant advantage. Let's see what they got going on here. Here's Jennings making some nice moves. He was looking good in the last game, and he continues with a strong opening drive. Big run for Jennings to get things started. 4 wide for Falco. They like this setup. A lot of pressure. Is able to get the ball off. Fires it down the field. Ooh, a defender at his feet set. You would think that perhaps that would have been a pick, but it was not. They're going to try it again. A lot of pressure, though. Hannibal Lecter put some fafa beans on that face and was ready to go. Nice destructive power. He's going to have a man open if he can fire it across. He chooses not to. Picks up 1 block, but it's not enough. A little too much pressure. They're forced to punt. Let's see if they can keep it in the end zone. Keep it in the field of play is what I'm trying to say, but they cannot. It does go in the end zone, that extra power there, and that's some nice yardage for Villains of Cinema. I don't think I've called a Villains of Cinema game here. There's a lot of pressure now. Let's see, will he get popped off? And luckily, Petey Jones comes in and saves it. Big pressure there. Interesting playbook here for Villains of Cinema. Let's see how that works out for it. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. And he gets away from one guy, and then back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and 10. Here comes man in motion. Ghostface is there, called play. Down he goes, coughs up the ball. There's a lot of ballers right there. They pick it up, touchdown, Danny Bateman. And that's the way the ballers were looking to start the game. Not good for the Villains of Cinema, who are obviously underdogs going up against a pretty brutal team. But they do get a little bright spot as they come flying through and stuff the kicker. Gruff fires it downfield. Here's Candy coming running through and hits the side and then out at the 27. So let's see what they can do. 3 wide once again for Ghostface. And he's going to try to force it down the middle. Nothing doing. 2nd down. Man's going to go in motion. Again, they've been really keyed up on this play. Julius Campbell now drags down Ghostface, and it's 3rd and 19. This time it's a different sort of motion, and they're going to hand it off to the Devil. He's going to need a hell of a run. Oh, he almost snuck through the 2 defenders. Didn't look like he was unbelievably fast there. That's not what they want. Oh, and then it's a blocked punt. The right outside linebacker did a beautiful swim move, and all of a sudden they've got the ball at the 18, and the Villains are just reeling. But lucky that wasn't picked off. Double covered, able to knock it out. That play would have worked great if they had 40 yards more field. Now let's see what they do here. Better play call. They pitch it. Look at the chop blocker in motion. And come on, folks, remeasure. That looked like a 1st down. Did you guys see the chop blocker take some people out? One of my all-time favorite parts of Tecmo. And then on the 2nd try, Jennings is there, looking strong. At least they tackle him in the end zone for a little something. But suddenly the ballers move out to a 12 or 13-point lead. And they do get the kick off, and it's through, so it'll be 13. They did do this against the Vixens and ended up falling. So let's see if they're able to maintain a lead here. Villains of Cinema, not quite the same caliber as the Vixens, but let's see what we got going on. They come flying through, pick up that ball, get it past the 20. Go in motion. Ghostface there, doesn't even let anybody get off, but he's got a guy. Oh, he gets the double pop and then fires to the virus. He looked like he was going to be sacked. Only one man can get him, and they do tackle him. A perfectly timed dive to bring him down to 15. That was serious, though. The lineman was right in there. And there they're going to find it. Ooh, beautiful play by the DB, leaving his man perfectly timed to knock the ball out. Let's see if they've got a chance. They got a quick dump off. Oh, another well-played ball, and now it's 3rd and 10. This is big. They cannot settle for a field goal. Let's see what they do. They try to run. I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe it will, and it does. Wow, look at that, folks. We had some divers there, and the T1000, T1000, I assume right, obviously. I can't put numbers in there. So T1000, the Terminator, marched up, vaporized somebody on his way in, and now we got ourselves a game, 13-7. And here goes Laces out, Ray Finkel, one hell of a fine American. Ruby Miles to return. He's still intact, at least for the moment, and he gets tackled down there. They start at the 30. 4 wide for Falco. Here comes the pitch to Jennings. They scored a touchdown on, but nothing doing there. They lose a yard. 4 wide again. It's their favorite formation. Gonna have a man deep, but they don't throw it deep. Ooh, lucky that was not picked off there. Foolish play by Falco. Let's see what we got going on. They're gonna plunge up the middle. Miles hurls someone and then trips down. One great play. Great effort, but then he falls down on his own. Totally unacceptable. And let's see, can they get a blocked punt? Turnabout is fair play, motherfuckers. And there's a blocked punt, starting off at the 25. And all of a sudden, the Ballers have got to be having flashbacks of last game, which started so great. Everybody thought it was just glorious and over, and they ended up losing. Here comes Devil with should be a first down, and it is. 1st and 10 on the 13, 14, 3 wide there. A lot of pressure, man in his face, fires it down the field, knocked away, double covered, foolish throw. Slot Z for the man in motion. Decent coverage. Somebody he doesn't know who to throw to. Vontae Mack tees him up, fires it. Lucky that was not a fumble. 3 wide again. Got a guy across the middle, but everybody converges. That's not good. And so they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Let's see if they can get it off. From the top hash. A lot of contact, and it's blocked, and there's a lot of purple there. Somebody picks it up. Who is it? Danny Bateman. Had a couple of big sacks in a previous game, and he takes it out to the 49 of the Villains. Let's see now, has momentum shifted back to the Ballers? They've got a couple of open guys. Wide receiver 1, he fires it to Jarrett. Is anybody there? They're not. Touchdown. Hits him perfectly in stride despite a man in his face. And the Ballers refusing to have a repeat of last week. Fires it from Shane Falco. There's a touchdown. That's what they were dreaming of. They stop the field goal, but they don't even get the kick off. So that's got to take a little bit of wind out of their sails. Still looking at a 12-point lead. Fire it pretty deep to Candy, who stands at the 4. I don't know who the fuck this is. Candy? Alright, Ghostface has men go in motion. Doesn't really have anybody open. He's going to fire it deep to the Virus. When in doubt, look at the play! That's a touchdown. Holy shit. That's a highlight reel. We had a double jump. The only thing we were missing was the split screen there. Cyrus, the Virus, jumps up, out leaps his man, then gets the double dive split, walks right through and crushes. Great play. And it's 19-14. Look at that. Ray Finkel with a medium kick out to Booby. Booby stands at his 15. Got a lot of pressure, makes one person miss, makes 2 people miss, then tackled just beyond the 30. Booby's going to plunge it up the middle. Blocker misses the block. Oh, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Booby Miles is out. Down he goes, that bad knee. They're playing him when they shouldn't be, and that's big because he's the returner too. So we got Meggett and Washington coming in. Not as big as Steve Jennings going out, but still significant. Oh, and Meggett then coughs up the ball. You got to wonder if he was paid at all, but he does. It actually works out okay. Fucking Rod Tidwell streaking down the field. All the algorithms are screwed up, and that's going to be a fumble 6 for the offense. Holy shit, Rod Tidwell picks it up, streaks down. Very lucky break there. as the Ballers had that sub. And remember, in this app, if you don't pay if you don't have at least a 4 in ball control, your ball control is just terrible. Gruff fires it down. They get back that 12-point lead. Here comes Candy from the 2. Pretty good coverage. Tries to make a little juke, but that doesn't do anything. He's down at the 12. So they got a long way to go with 95 seconds to get there. A lot of pressure, and now it's even longer. Luther, Lavy, big sack. 126 left. Here comes man in motion. They hand it off to the Devil. And he is not looking particularly fast. I don't know if he's a starter or if he's wounded. He's a big part of their offense, so that's pretty rough. But they seem to be heavy pass. Fires it to Cyrus, who dives and catches and then fumbles, but it's out of bounds. So a lucky break there to return for the Villains. A lot of pressure, but the guy picks him up. He fires it deep to T1000, who catches it in coverage. Great catch at the 28. Is immediately tackled. They got time for one more play before they trot out Finkel. They're going with the play they scored on. T1000 can't blame him, but he doesn't break away that time. So they're going to call a timeout. They're going to trot out Finkel from the top. Will the laces be correct? He's a finicky kicker, and I don't think so, folks. I don't think so. It looks high, and he's screaming, laces out! And all of a sudden, I think his tucked back schlong got in his way there. Didn't fasten it up just right. Gonna have a man deep. Oh, but Falco, what are you thinking? Colonel Hans Landa drops him. Had a chance there for maybe a big play. I don't know if he would have scored. Now there's only 1 second left. Pretty much just hoping you don't get a pick here. Is waiting forever and gets a sack at the 6-inch line, but not a safety. Dude, he just stood there. I guess he was trying to burn up time. The strategy paid off, but man, that was risky. Could have easily had some serious problems. So it's halftime. The Ballers have gotten a little bit lucky in some aspects with some turnovers, but they've gotten unlucky with some injuries, or with a injury. And let's see if the Villains of Cinema can get some momentum here as they now have the ball. Line holds. He's got his guy down low, and he fires it to T1000. Can we get a jump? We do get a jump. We get a dive. We get a touchdown. I mean, they drew it up this way. They dreamed it was going to happen in the locker room. The X's and O's were moving. The markers were flying. They thought they saw something on film, and man, did it go exactly as they wanted there. Couldn't be better. Perfect strike and score. T1000, 2 massive touchdowns in this game to draw within 5. Ray Finkel with a pretty solid kick, and now the backup Washington is there. He does at least have some stats, right? This isn't TOL, where you're not going to probably have any stats for running back 4. So he gets out a little something there. Held onto the ball. That was his main job. Here comes Jennings. Look at him go. Fires a couple of guys. Gets out to the 40. Giant pickup for him. 2-back set. Falco's going to take it himself. He's got WR2 if he wants him. He's going to run for no gain. Should have fired it. Are we going to see that sub play? They are. They're going to plunge it up the middle for Megan, who does a decent job with that. Picks up 5. It's 3rd and 5. Crucial 3rd and 5. They give it to him again. I would not have, but hey, he's even strong enough to throw a guy. Picks up 7 when needed 5. Moves the chains. Put me in, coach. Now they'll have the dump off to the tight end, but they wait way too long. And there's Michael Myers with a... You would think that a machete to the face would do more damage to Falco, but I guess he's got those new face masks and doesn't hurt him as much. Jennings tries to get most of that back. 4 wide, another big 3rd down here. They pitch again, a little better defensive coverage. He's hurling people left and right, but can't get... Oh, it's 4th down, folks. They're going for it. We are going for it. 5-point lead, and it's a called play. Colonel Hans Landa's there. And that's a massive stop from the Villains of Cinema. Now it's their turn to try to do a little something. They try to plunge up the middle with a devil. That isn't going to do shit. 2nd and 10. This is the play they scored on. This is what they saw. Ooh, he had to fire it to T1000, not the check down. That was dangerous. Now it's 3rd and 10. They don't want to give the ball right back. They do, though. They have tons of pressure. And Charles, Mann, Green, and Darryl. That's what happens when Charles Mann and Darryl Green has a baby. Turns into Charles Green. And there he is. Big play there. And so Washington will not get a chance to field it. So Falco's there, a lot of pressure. Oh, what? I mean, Hannibal Lecter slays 2 people, picks up Falco, throws him down, happens to bite off one of his fingers in the process. Let's see if that hurts. Jennings then swallowed up with a called play. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 21, deep in their own territory from the 9. They do get a better offensive line here. They got to check it off. Jarrett's got a chance for that first. Oh, that is just a dagger to Villains. They had to be thinking they were getting the ball back, and instead they pick up the first. Huge play here. Let's see, they do tie up Jennings for basically nothing. That's a big stop. 2nd and 10. It's one play at a time. One play at a time. It's going to have the dump off across the middle. There's Murphy. That's the sub who makes a nice catch, is running well, and then gets to the 30. Big play for the step-in sub. Now they're swinging it to Jennings. And he's going to get destroyed, but a nice 7-yard gain there. They may see that same play again. No, they're pitching it the other side, trying to mix it up. It doesn't work as well. And he's swallowed up there. No gain. They've really shut down that one back sweep to that side. Going to go back to the reliable. He's got all sorts of choices, but he should have taken one because Michael Myers with the sword to the face once again. You got to think that's going to be affecting Falco as he is now bleeding very heavily and profusely. A lot of pressure. The thing looks lined up well. They drill it, and it's good. So 29-21, and that's big, folks, because now it's 2-score game for Villains of Cinema just as we enter this 4th quarter. Let's see what Candy can do from the 18. Coming through. This is crunch time, baby. This is crunch time. Gets out to the 33. They'll take that. Can they put together a good offensive drive right here? And what are they going to do? They're going to try to fire it to the Predator, but defense comes up very quickly, knocks that down. You would have thought the Predator could have hurled his man out of the way or lasered him, but he chose not to do either one of those. Gonna fire it down to T1000. Might get a lucky jump, and they do. T1000 once again. An unbelievable play. Gets the jump and the hurl. Man, that was the Fates of Tecmo smiling on you there. Fires it down the middle from Ghostface. Look at that. Look at that. But all of a sudden, super exciting. 1 point down. I don't think this is going to be extra. Going to be onside kick time. So they're going to kick it deep, although not particularly deep. Finkel fires it down the field. The sub Washington picks it up at the 17, decks it out to the 24, holds on to the ball. So what can the Ballers do? They're going quick strike wide away. They want to score, but everybody's covered. Let's see, can they get a jump there? Oh, they had the jump miss dive combo. You thought maybe he could hold on to it. They're going right back to it, folks. They're going right back to it. This time they've got a dump off. They move Murphy. It actually works out well, and he picks up 15 yards. First down, 3:33 left. 4 wide here for Falco. Pitches up to Jennings on the far side. He comes down, picks up 4 yards. 3:19, the clock is ticking, but still lots of Tecmo time left. They want more, they want the score, they've got the man, they've got WR1. There's a man in his face. He fires to Jarrett. Jarrett's in stride. Tackled at the 2. Does he hold on to the ball? He does. Down at the 2 he goes. Massive play. Can they punch it in? They got some good plays here to punch this in at the 2-yard line. Let's see which one they go with. They go with a sweep right to us, and they, what? Oh, man, it looked like he was invisible for a second. Then he was tackled at the 1. This should be good. They're just going to file it right up the middle. That's what you would do in that scenario. And sub or not, Earl Meggett gets a touchdown in the playoffs. Who would have thought that would have happened? We got a key extra point coming up here because, again, it could be a 2-score game if they can get it off. There's contact, but no block, no justice. And it's back up to an 8-point lead. Shitty little kick from Gruff. Let's see what Candy can do from the 17. Takes the ball, runs pretty much straight up and gets tackled at the 28. Motion, this was the play they scored on, but it's called, they're queuing it up, and it leads the guy just a little bit too much. Double back set for Ghostface. It's 4 down territory now. They give it to Devil to try to keep him honest with the run defense, but let's face it, folks, your run game ain't going to do shit, so you better start passing and hope these plays work out. 4 back set, he's got a man up top. Oh, but he doesn't lead him enough, and now it's 4th and 9. The whole game hangs in the balance, and they decide to go slot Z to see what happens. There's not much, there is some pressure, but he fires it perfectly, and that's a 1st down to keep the drive alive. 2 guys coming at him, finds the man in the right spot. They like what they saw. They're just going hurry up here. It's the same play over. Oh, he let him 1 yard too much. 2nd and 10. Still enough time. They're going to give the fucking Devil, who's going to burn up a lot of time and gain almost no yards. 3rd and 7. Can we just forget about the run plays for a little bit for a while? Here comes the 1 back. Let's see how successful this is. And they've got him! A T1000 diving catch at the 25, but now time is beginning to become an issue. Here comes the slot Z. They really want to score on this play. It's a called play, though. He's going to fire it. Could have been picked off. That was close. 45 seconds left. What's going to happen? Will the Ballers continue their chance to have a repeat? And Bobby Boo motherfucking Shea says, boo in your face, we'll take that ball. An amazing linebacker interception. That's fucking huge. And they give to Jennings. Jennings plows forward, and that's your game, folks. So just as it was getting exciting, just was wondering if there was a chance for an onside recovery, Bobby Boucher got to see some titties the night before, and man, is he fired up and excited. And so he takes it. There's Jarrett for a nice throw. Will he get a double dive? Will not, but picks up some extra stats. And the Ballers take advantage of P1 position, take advantage of a little bit of luck. Look at the yards gained for Ghostface, 359, but that pick at the end, and only 40%, pretty crucial, and a pretty solid run game. Steady and solid for the Ballers, and they're moving on. Thanks for spending time down in the dungeon with Tim.